Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avadon 3. Last episode we made our way to Kirik Tor. We had to do a bit of stealthy moving about, because there were people who wanted to kill us, basically. But we managed to make our way around and didn't kill anyone, except some creatures in this cave over here, which may be part of the quest. And now it's time to actually go in and meet with the rebels here. Ooh, a book. The Wildrealm Rebellion. Sure, let's read about that first. There it is. The tribes of the Wildrealm are an odd culture, proud caretakers of their ancient rites and practices. When the Wildrealm joined the Pact, many of their old laws and rites had to be set aside. Most accepted this. Some never did. In Cycle 6314, 4 years ago, the Western Wildrealm decided they could compromise their old practices no more. They wanted to control who could enter and settle in their lands. They feared settlers from the rest of the Pact would consume their wild lands and supplant their culture. This came in direct conflict with the Pact's free roads. Several roads spanned the whole continent, and Hanvar's council declared that all citizens of the Pact could travel along them freely and without tolls. This led to more immigrants coming to the Wildrealm than the tribes there could tolerate. They started to block settlers on the roads. Keeper Redbeard refused to tolerate any rebellion against the Pact's laws, so soldiers were sent to open the path. Bloodshed rapidly followed. Now the western half of the Wildrealm is its own nation. It has suffered huge losses but remains free. The Pact has neither the strength nor the will to subjugate it. Time will tell whether the free Wildrealm will find a way to rejoin the Pact or become yet another Farland. I have nothing to say to you. And that's where we're going to talk. We still have our honor. Alright then. A little looking around. That's someone with a name. There are many guards in the refuge, but this one stands out. Not in appearance so much, since he looks like a typical rebel. Young, strong, crude weapons and armor. Rather, he is one of the few who is not scowling at you. It's enough to merit some attention. He is tall, with a shaggy dark beard covering the bottom half of his face. You nod at him. He greets you. Hand! Glad you're here. Antle is my name. He gives you a nervous bow. I was hoping someone like you would pass by. Why are you glad to see me? It means that war is as good as over. I'm not happy we lost, but I'm eager to go home. Before I go back, though, I need help. I've heard some hands will help us normal people, for pay. What sort of help are you looking for? Even though a thick beard covers half his face, you can tell his cheeks are bright pink. From his pants pocket, he fumbles out a folded letter. He lovingly unfolds it and shows it to you. It's a charcoal drawing of a plain, young woman with short curly hair. She's smiling, but a scar mars her prominent chin. The drawing has been heavily handled. Isn't she beautiful? Only one small scar. I'm no judge of beauty, but I'll humor him. Yes, absolutely. Who is she? He beams with pride. My betrothed. He kisses the paper and puts it away. My parents arranged our betrothal. We marry after the war is over, which, now that you are here, I know is soon. There's my problem. I haven't given her my 3 yet. The Wildrealm practice arranged marriages? Not all tribes. Ours does. It's a tradition going back, I don't know, a long time. Why would you let your parents pick your mate? He dismisses your critique with a wave of the hand. My parents know what's best for me. It's so much easier and less stressful this way. Besides, we'll have our first meeting when I get home before the wedding. Either of us can call it off if it doesn't feel right. He is certain this is all very reasonable. What do you mean by you haven't given her your 3? 3 gifts. We have to give each other 3 gifts to show it's true love and that we are meant to be together forever. He wrings his hands nervously. And she's already given me her 3. They were perfect. What 3 gifts did she give you? My scarf, very warm. He tugs on the knitted scarf around his neck. It's heavy brown wool yarn, very warm. My ring. He slips off the ring from his left hand and shows it to you. It's rough hammered iron with the name Judith etched on the inside. And my favorite, a barrel of preserved pork chops. I'm still feasting on them. Why haven't you sent her your 3? I'm stuck on guard duty every day. I haven't had much time to search, and I have no idea what she likes. You're a hand. Surely you know more about what a woman would want. Please help me find the perfect gifts. I can pay you for them, of course. Oh boy. You're asking a single guy. But I'll help you. Is there anything more you can tell me about your betrothed? My mother's wrote me to say she's perfect, respectable, works hard, and she even scouted for the rebellion for a few months. Now Judith is back at home living with their parents on their farm. She did ask me to bring back some plants. She's eager to try growing new crops. Does that help? What sort of help you're looking for? Okay, we already did that. New sorts of plants to experiment with. I guess we'll keep our eyes open for that. I don't know. Well, looks like all we have left is to actually speak with the leader over here. There's a long table in the corner of this hall where the leaders, shamans, and other honored whoever's are allowed to eat. There's more food and better alcohol. A young warrior sits in an ornate chair at the head of the table. He stands and turns when you approach. He's a powerful man, a tall wall of solid muscle. He's covered with scars and his armor hangs with trophies. When he speaks, all others grow silent. But he knows enough to show respect to Avadon. He gives you a small, polite bow. I am Defender Emery. I lead the Northern Rebellion of the Wildrealm. I have been waiting for you, Gabriel. He motions to several empty chairs. I thank you for coming. Please, sit and speak with me. I have something very important to say to you. Of course. Thank you. Let us speak. You sit and join Defender Emery. Food and drink is immediately brought to you. He insists on a meal before negotiations begin. Everything is delicious and poison-free. At last, Emery belches, pushes his plate away, and leans back. It is time to talk, Gabriel. We need to talk to the Pact. We sent a message. I don't think we sent it to you. Why are you here? We learned you were here from the Cimmerians. I thought so. Delos was there before he came here. We heard about the damage you did to our enemies. You have our thanks. You are here now. This is good. Well, there's something we wish. What do you wish? That is the negotiation. You do something we want, and we can do something you want. First, I need you to swear something. This is Kirik Tor. It is sacred to us. It is a place of peace. You must swear you will not strike anyone unless they strike you first. And if I don't swear? Then we will not deal with you. We turn to Delos. The Pact loses the chance to end their war with us. Redbeard would not be happy. He does have a point. I so swear. Thank you, Gabriel. That makes all of this much easier. Now we can talk about what we need. I have a gift for you. You can end our rebellion. As he speaks, he grows sadder and more subdued. It is unnerving to see in such a mighty warrior. You realize that he is willing to surrender to you, which would likely mean his death, but only if the terms are right. So Delos has been here. Yes, we asked for help. He made us an offer. Now we will offer the same deal to you. Oh, and don't ask us where Delos is now. He doesn't trust us yet. He gave us no clues. Why have you brought me here? Because the corruption is expanding. The corruption is a land of wild, mad magic to the southwest. No humans live there. The place is poison to your kind. The only good thing about the corruption is that its borders were stable. Until now. The corruption is new to me. You are lucky. I have stepped inside it. It is a dark place, a disease. It infects humans with its filth. What has been happening? It started slowly, then faster. The borders of the corruption begin to creep. A few feet one day, 100 the next. It eats forests, villages. It's growing faster. It was stable for centuries, but then something changed. It is eating our home. We can't stop it. We need help. What do you want? You have the power of Avadon. Magic, knowledge, strength. I think you can enter the corruption. You can find why it is growing and stop it. The rebellion is already failing. I admit it. The corruption wants to take everything. Here is our offer. If you save us, we will meet with the Pact. We will negotiate a surrender. The Pact will have one less foe to fight. I know you want this. Avadon wants it too. So does Redbeard. Whatever happens, Emery, this is a noble sacrifice for the good of our land. Emery just looks down at the floor. Selena just stares off into space and smiles. She doesn't care about making the decision, she's just wondering what strange mechanical trinkets she can scavenge in the corruption. I will do what you ask. The corruption is a very great danger. We'll let our superiors know about this, but it is a great threat that must be dealt with. And if it's expanding like this, that's bad for everyone. Then we can start now. Ask me and I will tell you where to go. It is a hard problem. I think we know things that can help. One other thing. One of your Avadon scouts is lurking outside Kirik Tor, thinking he is clever. Leave and I think he will have a message for you. I want to discuss this mission with you. Every rebel in the vicinity is listening to your dealings very carefully. I am glad. I hope you can help us. I have some knowledge. I think that I can direct you. When did the corruption begin to expand? Well, we don't know. We think it happened for a while and we didn't notice. Then we did notice, but we pretended we were wrong. Then we finally saw the truth, but much land has been lost. We think it started about 3 years ago. How far has it expanded? It varies. The border is long. The distance changes. At worst, it has sent feelers over 30 miles into our lands. Rudal lets out a silent gasp. That is a small loss, but the expansion is not slowing down. It is speeding up. We need to act. Have you done anything to try to stop it? We have done all we can think of. Rituals, burning lands, potions, every ritual our shamans know. Others we made up. We have learned almost nothing. The corruption makes us feel small next to it. Have you seen anything unusual along the border? At last we can help you. We've sent many scouts. Some die, most return knowing nothing. But here, at this point, he brings out a map and points at a location along the border. One scout saw shades there, misty spirits wandering the border. They fade in and out. One scout saw them. They approached, the scout fled. The shades stopped at the corruption's border. This is very odd. This is a good place to look first. I wish I could help more. That's all for now, thank you. At least it's somewhere we can start. Okay. So we're going back to the corruption. I thought we tried to stop it, but I guess Miranda's efforts, even though they were stopped, they still had a bit of an effect. Oh boy, that's worrying. I will speak with this guy soon, but we also have to talk in all these other huts. Guest tower. Let's see who's in. The wooden tower. This wooden tower is older and more run down than the other buildings. The door is securely locked. Okay then. Warrior's tower. Here we can go in. What will we find in here? Ah! Okay, it's various guards and the like. A Wildrim archer is standing at the head of this long table. The rebels wear no insignia, but she is clearly a leader here. The other warriors watch you nervously as you enter, waiting for her command. As you approach, she stares at the tabletop. She says, without looking up, I am Theresa Hand. No, I am a true warrior of the Wildrim. Emery ordered me to deal with you. State your business. Greetings. Theresa starts to snap back at you. Her face is flushed and her hands shake slightly. You brace yourself. Then she slumps into a chair. I keep forgetting. Everyone has given up. Why should I fight when they won't? Greetings, Hand. Have a seat. Have some tea. Emery ordered me to give you your quarters and deal with you, so I will. I'd like to know about the rebellion. Why, so you can gloat? Emery told you everything you need to know. We're weak, beaten down dogs. Now we beg for favors from Avadon just like in the old days. Then you'll come for me. What do you think will happen to you? The war will end. Your kind will take me in for justice. I'm only a soldier, so you might spare me, even though I'll never beg for mercy. Ever. Why'd you join the rebellion? I'm not a talker. Find Arilda. She's all flowery with the words. She can tell you better than me. Theresia sits at the table. She's resigned to your presence, so she has warriors bring tea for you. Still, they would all sincerely prefer it if you were somewhere else. You have quarters for me? You're at Kirik Tor to negotiate. Tradition says you get quarters. The North Tower fell out of use when the rebellion began. You can have it. She slides a key across the table to you. Then she gives you a little smirk. I hope you find it luxurious, like you're used to. You want to deal with me? Well, Emery is making me. You hands are mercenaries, right? Killing for coin? We have unfinished business, duties before we leave here that we don't have the strength to do. Like there are caves nearby. When our force came here, we found spies sneaking out of them. Cimmerians. We killed some, and the rest escaped. We don't know what they did in that cave, but when we sent scouts in, they didn't return. I'll pay you if you enter the caves, find what the Cimmerians did, and undo it. Where are these caves? Due west from where we are sitting. There are several old standing stones just outside. These caves were used for something 100 years ago. What did the Cimmerians place there? I don't know. Maybe nothing. But I doubt it. Cimmerian raiders have been all over our land since the war started. They know we are weak, and the Pact won't help us. How do I undo whatever they did? Your hands? All your smarts, all your tools and tricks? I'm sure you'll have no problem. Actually, the Cimmerians placed some weird curse under Kirik and I removed it. You describe what you did. Thrasia nods. Oh, you're tyrants, but at least you can get things done. Emery told me to pay you fair, and we're true to our word. She gives you a lovely short blade and a pouch of coins. Then she's silent for a long time. Finally, she says, oh, there's another task. Not for Emery or the rebellion, for me. I hate asking a hand, but only you can do it for me, if you're interested. You have more work for me. Yes, but only if you have been to the Green Refuge. Have you? You don't lie. I know of it, though it is a secret. A hidden Avadon outpost to the south. If you ever go there, come back to me and I'll hire you. The Green Refuge. Okay then. Oh, and level up. Rudao! You have enough intelligence. How are you on stuff you're carrying? Oh, you're plenty fine. So, point in endurance, and I want that Drake to have the ability to summon a cloud of fire. That would be nice, I think. Should probably then work on upgrading this a little bit. Might work on upgrading those eventually. Okay, but we're pretty good. Yeah, can he even call a Hellhound? Your skills aren't high enough. Okay, so the bonus doesn't actually help us gain skills anymore. It just makes it more powerful. I don't like that. Alright, point to dexterity and... Freezing turret to 3. That's probably best. The ability to spray ice in all directions. It was a powerful ability. This storeroom is meticulously clean, with boxes perfectly stacked and neatly arranged by size. You come across a thin little man on his hands and knees scrubbing the seam between the stone blocks that make up the floor. His thinning hair bobs around in time with the vigorous attention he's giving the floor. When he sees you, he points angrily behind you. I'm Dizzle. I'm the caretaker of Kirik, not that anyone minds me. Look at the dirt you just tracked in. You look behind you and don't see a thing. Do you want the corruption to come in here? Now I have to mop again. In the future, can you at least try to be careful? Sorry, I'll be careful from now on. Good. You'll remove your shoes or wear these. He hands you little paper booties to wear over your shoes. You feel like you're 10 years old again and being lectured by your mother. You wear the booties in his presence. Dezo nods. Better. What are a caretaker's duties? He points around at his cleaning supplies. That should be obvious. I clean and keep order everywhere in this fortress. How long have you been doing this? For generations. My family has cared for Kirik for centuries. Armies come and go, but we're always here. Dezo is still furiously scrubbing away at invisible spots on the floor. This better be important. I'm busy cleaning. The corruption will spread here if I don't keep on top of things. Has the corruption spread here? Not yet. It might jump up here any day. That's why I have to keep on top of my cleaning. If everything is clean, we'll stay safe. You're a long way from the corruption. From what you've heard, it's not possible for it to jump this far. Also, the corruption can't be defeated with a broom and mop. Do you have any evidence that the corruption is spreading this far north? Yes! There are imps! I could use some help cleaning them out. You could do some good. Okay, tell me about your imp problem. They're filthy. I can't stand even looking at what they are doing to our reservoir under the fortress. I've complained and demanded Theresia send her warriors down there to clean them out, but she refuses. She doesn't understand the danger we run if I don't clean up the mess they've made. If you get rid of the imps, I'll give you the finest gauntlets from our storerooms. Well, I'll help with your imp problem. What do I need to do? Kill them so I can clean up down there. They're all by the reservoir, no doubt fouling our water supply. But first you'll need to convince Theresia to let you go under the fortress. It's locked and she has the key. If she gives you any problems, tell her I sent you down there on vital fortress business. Okay then. Theresia, Deso asked me to clear out some imps from your reservoir. Good, you appease his paranoid delusions. I'll not waste the time and lives of my warriors on them. Okay then. We'll find our way down, wherever the gates down are. There's an upstairs here. Wildrum warrior. Not gonna steal anything from them. Doesn't look like there's anything else up here. Oh wait, there's a book. Hanvar's Council. Sure. The 5 states of the Midlands Pact are fiercely independent. They have their own cultures, beliefs, and goals. And to be frank, they don't generally like each other. The alliance is highly productive, but it does not come from love. The Pact states mostly see to their own affairs. They have their own laws, taxes, and so on. The business of the Pact itself is run by Hanvar's Council. This body has 16 members. Each nation of the Pact chooses and sends 3, and these 15 in turn select a leader called the Imperator. The Council, and the Imperator in particular, speak for the Pact as a whole. Hanvar's Council decides if the 5 states will contribute to the Pact in wealth and warriors. It commands the Legion and the Mariners, the army and navy of the Pact as a whole. It resolves many, many disputes between the 5 member states. It decides how to deal with the Farlands and when one of them should be crushed, again. And Hanvar's Council selects the Keeper of Avadon, who then rules for life. However, once a Keeper is chosen, the Council is subject to Avadon's rulings. Of course, a wise Keeper will not anger the Council over much. Hanvar's Council has met continuously during the entire existence of the Pact. Of course, during the Civil War of the Black Age, the Council was powerless. Now, in the Age of Chaos, the Council is aimless and divided, and Avadon is weak and crumbling. And so we now know of Hanvar's Council. Well, moving on, I guess what we should do is investigate our quarters. Which are up in here. Oh boy, this is a mess. I mean, geez. I mean, I guess I kind of should have expected this. Oh, rats too. Of course there's rats. Well, at least we'll get some rats dead. That's fine. Oh, more of them. That's a lot of rats. Poison mist. Just so you can use it. That works. Please get away from Rudao. I said get away from him! Oh boy. Ah, crap. And Rudao died. Wonderful. Should have had him step away. There we go, that's all the rats dead. Sure, use a lockpick. Ooh, a level up. What have we got in here? We got a wand device, I guess I'll give it to you. And that's just a blank pedestal, there's nothing on it. And what have we got up here? Oh, another rat. There we go. Well, there's our bed. A silver necklace. Brutal wrap. Ooh, extra melee damage. I'll take that. That's fire resistance. Sure. to Selena. And there's nothing else here. Well, I mean, we got something at least. Oh, and a level up. Are we still encumbered? Ooh, ooh, ooh. We can finally get rid of our encumbering. Good. I'll take that. And next, let's see here. I think I'm probably going to work on those eventually, but for now, I'd like to actually work my way to sharpshooter spray. So let's get a point in archery training, so that does a bit more if need be, and I'll work my way on getting to that. I may try to get battle charge to 3, since that makes a Blade Master's attacks more powerful. Okay. So everything looked about in there. One more person to speak to, I think. That's over here. Still no idea where the way we're supposed to go. Maybe it's over in there that we're supposed to go. Anyway. Shaman Arilda rests with you, basking in the healing energy of the circle. You talk quietly, setting aside for a moment the war between your people and hers. So you're a rebel? I am. I advised our people to rebel. I have fought alongside them. I have healed our wounded. What is more, I am proud of it. If I need to pay a penalty for it, I will. Why did you join the rebellion? I will speak only for myself. 5 years ago, a clan of Kava intruders settled not far from our village. They claimed hunting grounds and built homes there. They cut down groves of great value to us. We asked them many times to stop. They refused, and then they grew violent. Avadon was no help, so we fought them ourselves. It was one of the seeds from which the full rebellion grew. Have you fought directly against the Pact? Yes. My people tried to prevent me, but I took part directly in 2 battles. I summoned storms and lightning to protect our warriors and hide their movements. I may have directly killed Pact soldiers. I don't know. I didn't see where all of the lightning landed. How is the rebellion doing? It is failing. We have lost many of our warriors, both to the Pact and to Cimmerian raids. I think we knew all along that we would lose. We still had no choice but to fight. Then the corruption began to spread, and we knew that we could live without the Pact no longer. And that is why Defender Emery needs to end it. Yes. We thought that, when we began to fight, the people of the Pact would see the justice of our cause. That didn't happen. Then the Farlands attacked, and we became just another enemy to crush. In the end, reality will always force you to face it. What do you know about the corruption? It is a disease, but it infects Earth, not flesh. Nobody knows what caused it. For centuries, it was stable. Only now, when we are at our weakest, does it grow. For a moment, her voice breaks. She looks up at the stones. Is there no plague we could be spared? Not one. Tell me about the ways that have been lost. I suppose I must, though it is sad to darken this happy place with such talk. The Pact has rules, and countries who belong are forced to follow them. The Wildrim's traditions are unimportant. Our territory is invaded by free roads. Your settlers flow in and claim our lands. Someday, true members of the Wildrim will be a tiny minority, a curiosity surrounded by stone cities full of outsiders. Tell me about the free roads. They are stone roads crossing the Neas. All are allowed to travel along them without toll of interference. Yet to us, those tolls are an ancient right to our tribes. They are a source of our wealth, stolen from us forever with the stroke of a pen. Tell me about the settlers. The Wildrim is large, and much of our land is unsettled. This has a reason. Those lands are sacred spaces and hunting grounds. They are sources of food and power for us. Those lands are being taken by Pact settlers, and we have no recourse. It is the loss of our way of life, and it will not stop. What do you think will happen to the Wildrim in the end? I am old. Soon I will be dead. That is one small gift life has given me. I do not have to face our people's sad future. This is a lovely circle. Thank you. It is mine. I have adopted it. I tend to it. These circles are the home and source of power for we shamans. The rebellion started in part because outsiders were settling in and desecrating our circles. We are sworn to fight this, like it or not. What is this circle used for? So many things. Ceremonies, weddings, oath-taking. But mostly visitors to Kirik Tor come here to rest. This place has restored visitors for centuries. You say that some circles are being desecrated. Yes. For example, you are traveling to the border with the corruption. Our scouts told me that there is a circle where you are going that is full of brigands. They are squatting there, defiling the circle. I have little left to me, but I would share it happily with anyone who could evict those soldiers. Who exactly has taken the circle? I don't know. Our scouts didn't get close. They had other worries. They only told me that the invaders were armed and angry. The scouts saw shades on the corruption's border. The circle I am describing is due north from the sighting. That may help you find it. What do you want me to do to the squatters? She has to genuinely think about this. I have so much anger, yet I am tired of death. I don't care, Gabriel. Do what is best as long as the circle is left alone. Very well, that is definitely something we can do. Okay, and I guess this way is where we're supposed to go to find the way down into the thing. You know what I'm talking about. The reservoir with the imps. Oh! Okay, I guess we just go inside to get to it. That probably just goes back outside into another guard tower. And I am correct. Okay. That's a storage area. That's another storage area. This, I think, goes out into another one. It does. Okay. Now out this way. I believe it's over here that we're supposed to go in. It is. Well, we'll go down there in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough. Yeah, we'll go down and clear out the imps, and then move out of here, and then go back to somewhere we've been before, because I was informed that there's a few things we missed. That'll be in the next episode, so until then, I'm Chester44, that is Gabriel, Rudau, and Selena. This has been an Avadon 3 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.